Okay, now look at this research paper. Title of the research paper is Critical Discourse Analysis of News Headlines about Imran Khan's Peace March. Where did it go? Okay, critical discourse analysis of Imran Khan, critical discourse analysis of news headlines about Imran Khan's peace march towards Waziristan. Fine. Imran Khan had a peace march towards Waziristan. Fine. Now it was one single event. Imran Khan went over there to Waziristan, but the same news was reported differently by the different local, national, and international newspapers. Fine. How? First of all, look at the research question. How do the foreign and local media present the same news item differently with respect to their new ideological perspective? Fine, like the same event was there, okay, but it was portrayed differently by different newspapers. Okay, now why did they portray it differently? Because they had their own ideological perspective. Fine. So let's have a look at certain newspaper headlines which this researcher has taken into consideration during this research study. Fine. Now look at the very first one. Thousands of Pakistanis rally against US drones attack. Fine. This is a UK newspaper, The Guardian. Now if we look at the terminology, okay, what does it show? They have deliberately mentioned the name US drone attacks. Fine. It means they actually, what is their hidden agenda, their ideology, what they want actually to portray with the help of this newspaper heading. They want to portray that the US drones attacks, they are carried out by the US, and they have, the UK people have nothing to do with the drone attacks in vogue in Pakistan. Fine. Similarly, if we look at the second one, that is the Nation newspaper. Fine. UK resists its citizens to join PTI peace march towards Waziristan. Now, it was published in the Nation newspaper, fine, which is a Pakistani newspaper, fine, English newspaper. Now, this newspaper actually talks about the ideology of the UK, fine. That's like simply the UK people, they do not want to support Pakistan against the US drone attacks, fine. That is why they have written the word resists. Fine, UK resists its citizen to join PTI peace march towards Waziristan. Fine. Then if you look at the third heading, Imran's peace march gets special US media coverage. That is the Nation newspaper, the Pakistani English newspaper. Fine. Again, they actually want to, to talk about the worth of the Pakistani, that the Imran Khan's peace march. Fine. So again, this thing, this newspaper heading, it is supporting the peace march of Imran Khan's the peace march of Imran Khan towards Waziristan. Okay, then we have another example. Imran wants to become a political martyr. Okay, Fazl Rahman. Now this is the newspaper. fine, and it is a local media, a local newspaper of Pakistan, and its focus is not on the international relations, international politics, rather its focus is more on the local political affairs taking place inside Pakistan, fine. In the same way, Fazl Rahman terms Imran Khan a Western agent. Again, this is the Dawn newspaper. So this newspaper article, the person who is written this newspaper article, this very heading, and then the entire newspaper article reflects the ideology of that particular journalist. Okay, the anti-PTI or anti-Imran Khan ideology of the journalist. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Moving to the next one. Imran did not say anything new on drone attacks. Kaira, fine. Kamar Zaman Kaira, if you have heard the name of the journalist, fine. Now again the Dawn, if you look at this one, on 7th, 7th October and on 8th October, fine. Both the articles published on both these dates, they are against PTI. So we may infer that the Dawn newspapers or the person who has published this particular article in the Dawn newspaper, so they are having anti-PTI ideology. Fine, their ideologies are anti against the PTI political party. Fine. Now look at this. ड्रोन हमलों का ड्रोन हमलों के खिलाफ तहरीक इंसाफ का अमन मार्च डेरा इस्माइल खान पहुंच गया. खतरा तालिबान से नहीं, जरदारी और फजल रहमान से है. Imran Khan. Now this is the Zing newspaper. Fine. Now if we look at this very newspaper article, only this heading, so it is reflecting the ideology of Imran Khan. Fine. And it might be ironical in nature as well. So if it is an ironical in nature, if we read the entire newspaper article and we come to know that it is ironical in nature, that it must be supporting the anti-PTI ideology. But if we look at the heading, apparently it seems to be supporting the PTI ideology, and it seems to be against the other political parties. March exposed US atrocities toward Imran. Now, this is the frontier post. It means that this newspaper heading, find this article heading, and then the complete article as well. It is supporting the peace march of Imran Khan towards Waziristan. So it is supporting it. It means it is supporting the ideology of the PTI political party. Fine. And same is the case with the last heading as well. Then there are the linguistic features of these headlines, so you may study these things on your own. Fine. So far you must have developed an idea that how can and or how do newspaper media portray the ideology of a particular social or political group, and how can they control the minds of the people. Clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you have
Sir.
any idea, you may can any question you may kindly ask. No question at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me pause the recording so that we may save the space. Fine. Then